Hello, today we're going to build up the sign up or login feature. Sign up is an extremely valuable feature to have enabled on your application. We also highly recommend setting up both walkthrough and sign up features simultaneously. Whether you wish to create a more pleasing onboarding experience for your app or use it as a lead gen tool or just want to be able to put a face and name to your customers, the sign-ins feature is exactly what you need. So let's check out where to build that out. In this particular case, I'm going to set it up for a school because what I want to do is I want to capture the information of the parents that are using the application. So that's who my target audience is going to be. So first and foremost, I'm going to log into my app and I'm going to go to create and then I'm going to go to build. In build, there's a brand new section above features. We used to only just have this features section and menu here, but now we have this app onboarding section. We have the walkthrough and the sign up login. Let's not worry about walkthrough right now, but let's focus on sign up and login. Once you click on it, if you do not have it enabled, you need to press get started here. So that's what I'm going to do. And you'll see now that there's multiple little pop-ups that come up. So I can turn these on or off depending on my needs and what I need to accomplish. With that being said, I'm going to turn on app onboarding sign on and to configure the screens and messaging. So as you'll see, there's something called sign up options, email account creation, account profile name requests, and birthday request. So because I'm going after the parents, I'm now going to edit these fields. For sign up options, I can allow users to skip sign up, which in general you want to do. You never want to force somebody to sign up into anything to get content unless you're going to use the group management tool. If not, sign up is super easy to skip, and at some point too later we're going to ask for that same information. We also have the ability to allow sign up with social media, i.e. Facebook, Twitter, or Google. I'm going to turn all three on because I want to give the users multiple options. I'm going to hit the save button. Hit save up here at the top. I'm not trying to collect email and password, and I actually have to turn on the group management feature to be able to turn that on, so that's not something we're going to have to configure. Now let's look at account profile for name request. So I want to ask the user for their name, and obviously my headline could be welcome, it could be anything else that we want. I'm going to keep welcome there because I like that. And in terms of the message, enter your name so we can identify your relationship with your child. So pretty cut and dry. I tell them exactly why I want them to enter their name. It helps us for our records, makes things easy. I'm going to hit save. I'm again going to hit save up here at the top. And then for account profile birthday request, I don't know that I necessarily need the adult's birthday, whether or not it's just the month or the date. So I'm going to turn that off, which is really great, and see how I can hit save, and there it is. Now let's preview what I just did there. Let's go here. So this is what the sign up options look like, and obviously I can edit these if I want to, turn Google and maybe Twitter off and hit save. You'll see how this instantaneously will make the change. So whether or not I just want their Facebook or their sign up. And you notice here how this text is really hard to read. I can also hit this not now button, which is really nice, by the way. That's how to skip sign up. But notice how this text is really hard to read. Let's go ahead and make our changes here. So now I'm going to go to custom design. So within the sign up feature, you can completely customize anything that you see right now. You can edit the background image, which right now is just a basic blurred image. I'm going to go to this kindergarten image that I really like. I'm going to hit save. If you set up your application using our branding tool, we pull your logo from the branding tool. If not, we use this standard your logo. So make sure you use our branding tool for your home screen. If not, you're going to want to upload your own image here. It needs to be 750 pixels by 130 pixels for the app icon there, which is great. And then I can change the button text color, the button color. I like the blue. I think that's really nice. Maybe I want to do a white. And then the text color, maybe I want to do white as well, just to pop a little bit. Let's hit save and let's see what happens. See how much more easier that is to read and how nice that is. So I can set custom design for this, and it's only for these particular pages. It has nothing to do with anything else. Now I'm going to go take a look at our account profile. See how nice and easy that is to read. An example, I'll put my name in here as Nick, and I'll be able to hit next, which is nice. So with that being said, we definitely have things in here that are working really well for sign up. Now, in terms of login, we can ask clients to be able to reset their password. That's another option that you can set up. Again, there's no membership feature particularly turned on, or group management feature particularly turned on for this feature, so we don't need to worry too much about these. But these are areas that you can edit as well. And depending on what you turn on or off, there's a lot of really great stuff in here. Now, with GDPR release in May, we did have to add a whole consent flow for the clients who sell to the European Union. So let's turn that on and take a look at what it looks like. So I'm going to have the pop-up consent to come in here. So it's only available with our North Park 50.2 release. So if your apps are not on the 50.2 North Park, you will not be able to see this. But if it is, you definitely want to make sure you have it in there. In terms of the heading, this is why we're asking for consent for certain items. We have put just basic language in here that sufficiently asks. If you need to modify it or make changes to it, please consult legal counsel to make sure that you are using the proper verbiage. We have followed the advice of our legal counsel and put in text and context in here that would work, but that may or may not be the case for you. So please remember to customize this 100%. You definitely need to do that. It needs to be configured in accordance to your business and its compliance with GDPR. This is really important. And these consent options are directly tied to our software and are not to be used for other messages other than their clearly intended purpose of asking people for their consent. So if we go to the email marketing field, the email marketing consent field is in place to ask your customers if they consent to any email marketing services that you have in place. Correspondingly, if they agree to email marketing, you will see a check mark in the customers list identifying whether or not that user has consented or not. In terms of the analytics data message, this field, when unchecked, will no longer track that user's activity when using the application. For the age verification, which is the show children consent, which in this case, because again, I'm targeting parents, I do not need to turn this on. It's completely optional. But you can see when I turn it on, it's used to ensure that the users under the age of 16 must receive permission to use the application from their parent or guardian. This field is optional to give you more control over the application. So GDPR requires logging of consent for each user, as well as what the exact consent message was displayed at the time of consent. We have a built-in logging system that will keep records of this information, and that information is available should you need it. You just have to ask. But this is the consent flow, and it works really well, and it's really nice in terms of the application, and you'll see a little preview over here. So if they've logged into the app before and then you turn on consent and all of a sudden you get in there, really great and simple and easy. So that is our sign up login feature. And actually too, if you turn on like food ordering or loyalty or reservations, there's additional sign up fields that you can modify, which I think is really great. But in this example, I built it out for a school to target the information for the parents that I want to market to. Should you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you so much for watching.